Hello, I'm Congressman Robert Pittenger. Thank you for the privilege of serving you in the United States Congress. I would like to give you a report of what we've accomplished in the House just since January. You know, you wouldn't hear it from the media, but we have passed over 150 bills this year. It's been the most productive Congress in modern era. President Trump has signed over 37 of these bills into law. This is more than the last 4 administrations, including President Obama. I'd like to give you just a few examples of what we've done in the House to help drain the swamp and help advance the President's agenda since January. Number one, we have repealed and replaced Obamacare. Our plan repeals Obamacare, removes the federal mandates, and replaces it with a market-driven healthcare system that will lower cost, it will provide increased access to healthcare, and protect pre-existing conditions. It also, importantly, protects the life of the unborn. It defunds Planned Parenthood and preserves the Hyde Amendment. We provide the most significant reform in Medicaid in over 50 years, which will save over $800 billion. We passed the Protecting Access to Care Act, which prevents costly lawsuits from unscrupulous attorneys to help reduce the cost of health care while preserving economic damage awards. Secondly, we protected our borders. We have funded $1.5 billion for additional border security. We passed the No Sanctuary for Criminals Act, which will end dangerous sanctuary city policies which protect unlawful and criminal immigrants from federal immigration enforcement. We passed Kate's Law. It increases penalties for deported felons who return to the United States. Number 3, we passed legislation to provide accountability at the Veterans Administration. It'll streamline the process for firing and suspending VA employees for poor performance or misconduct. In my office, we advocate on a regular basis for an average of 500 veterans to expedite their VA claims. Number 4, we prioritize the taxpayer dollars. As a steering committee member of the Republican Study Committee, I supported $200 billion in mandatory spending cuts in the RSC budget. We provided $593 billion for defense spending and the largest military pay raise in 6 years, which reverses Obama's spending cuts that decimated our military readiness. Number 5, we provided for regulatory reform. We passed the REINS Act, which gives congressional oversight for major regulations, ends unchecked power of bureaucrats. We signed 13 reform laws ending Obama-era small business regulations, which protects the Second Amendment, protects the unborn, prevents federal takeover of local land, and removes additional costly regulatory burdens on the economy. We also prevented the implementation of the Waters of the United States rule to protect America's farmers, ranchers, and cattlemen. Number 6, financial regulatory reform. In the Choice Act, we repealed burdensome Dodd-Frank regulations on small community banks and ended taxpayer-funded bailouts while we increased penalties for Wall Street bad actors. We reformed the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, by creating a congressional budgeting and oversight and ending their unchecked authority. And number 7, what I've done in behalf of our region to work hard for the good people in the 9th District. We have secured funding for the new airport control tower at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. We've replaced an airport tower that was outdated, it underperformed, and frankly was unsafe for the world's 6th largest and busiest airport. We created increased access and flexibility for USDA grants for communities, and also advanced efforts to secure a new Doppler radar for our region to detect tornadoes and severe weather. Currently, Charlotte is the only major city without Doppler radar. And also obtained over $1 billion in Hurricane Matthew's recovery funding, so critical for the devastated counties who are impacted by that terrible hurricane. We will continue on with our efforts for ongoing unmet needs to address this dire concern. Well, you can see we've accomplished a great deal just in the first 6 months of this year to drain the swamp. But I want to hear from you. If there's anything that we can do for you to address concerns that you have, terms of legislation or issues that you have as a constituent and working with the federal government, hope that you will not hesitate to call our office. It's our privilege to serve you. Thank you, and God bless you.